Hello, everyone. My name is Tanya Blackwell, and I'm a grants and contract supervisor at Seattle Children's Research Institute, also known as SCRI. Today, I want to talk to you about remote leadership and team building. In the last almost 4 years now, what I have tried in my remote leadership positions is to enact some changes in how I lead my teams. So I'd like to share those with you today. In terms of engagement, I think it's really important to make sure that we connect the task to the goals of our organization and to connect those goals to the mission. That way, people know that they're not just doing busy work and that they feel like what they're doing, the day-to-day tasks, are leading to the ultimate mission of the organization. And another thing that I have done that I've seen effective is engaging the teams in the problem solving. Too often, leadership will enact a new system, a new process, a new policy without engaging the people who are doing the work. So I recommend engaging your teams in the problem solving. This gets them more buy-in and more skin in the game, so that way they are engaged in the outcome. And then also providing opportunities for your team members to engage with the organization outside of their immediate home, team, or department. So this could be an inclusion network if your institution has it, or serving on a different committee or a different group that will allow them to interact with other people that are not their immediate peers and colleagues, but other individuals throughout the organization that can help them feel like they are a part of a bigger, broader team, all working towards a common mission. And then for performance, I think it's really important to give our team members some quick wins. So again, back to those back-to-back meetings, if you don't have opportunities to accomplish something in a day, it can be very demoralizing and your performance will then continue to suffer. So if there are tasks that you can complete in 15 or 20 minutes in between those meetings, or at the start of the day or the end of the day, that aren't going to extend your day too heavily, then you have more of a sense of accomplishment, and this will improve your performance. Quick wins really make people gather some momentum and be able to move forward. And making sure you have clear expectations. What does success look like in that position? And then making sure you have meaningful metrics. So our metrics have been pretty much consistent throughout the time, but we need to adjust those to adjust those to address our new work environment. We're working remotely, so we cannot do things the same ways. Therefore, we cannot have the same metrics. So we really need to focus on what truly matters for our team members so that they know what success looks like and that it is achievable for them. And then invest more in training. I think that training is going to be a key point in our remote leadership. So that way we are onboarding and training our team members appropriately so that they can meet those metrics and expectations that we give to them. And then, of course, my favorite part is connection. I feel that when people feel connected to the work and they feel connected to their team and they feel connected to the organization, everything improves. So how can we create a sense of connection and belonging? One way is to have huddles and check-ins. And so these huddles and check-ins are not just simply limited to the work and the performance, but giving space for people to be people, because we are still people. And we want our teams to know that we care about them as individuals that have full, complete lives. And so one thing that I always try to think about is how can we recreate the experience that we had when we were going into the office? We used to have potlucks and holiday gatherings and baby showers and birthday celebrations. We can't do that remotely anymore, but we can still have virtual gatherings that bring people together to celebrate milestones and to just get to know one another on a personal level. And whether it's a virtual gathering or it's a meeting, I always like to start with connection questions. And these are questions or icebreakers, things of that nature that get people really thinking about who they are and how they show up in the world. And also being able to find commonalities with their peers. And so I think about how when we were in the office, and you could tell a lot about a person based on how they decorated their cubicle or their office space, the pictures that they had up of their children and their family members or their pets or the plants that they had in the office. All of these allowed us to identify how we were in what things we had in common with each other, how we were similar, and allowed us to develop friendships and connections. So whether it's asking people about their hype song, which is one of my favorites, or what is your favorite underdog story? Because I believe that everybody has a favorite hype song and everybody has an underdog story that really inspires them when times get tough. And ultimately, it's all about making space for people to be people. And if we can connect on a personal level and make space at the beginning and throughout our meetings and our virtual gatherings for people to show up authentically and as whole people, then we will see that there will be improvement in their performance and that they will be engaged in the work in a way that will have a lasting impact on the institution.